many who strive, but few endure. There are many who struggle, but few prevail. And of those who remain, there is only one who can truly be called a hero.
Welcome to Live on Business Success with Olumayo Watayo. On this episode, we will be looking at a very important topic, and I called it, Let's Celebrate, Recession is Here. I know somebody will be asking, why are we celebrating recession? Yes, we're celebrating recession because we have so many advantages that we need to leverage on as individuals, as companies, and also as a government. There are so many things that we can benefit from the ongoing recession. And I'm going to be sharing that with you very, very shortly. But it is important we all understand what recession truly is. What is recession? According to Wikipedia, recession is defined as a business cycle contraction which results in a slowdown in the economic activity. Macroeconomics indicators like the GDP, which is the gross domestic product, the household income, investment spending, inflation, everything falls. That is what recession is all about. According to Wikipedia, we have also been told, according to Wikipedia, that recession generally occurs when there is a widespread drop in spending, which means individuals, citizens, companies, and even the government don't have enough resources to spend, which means we cannot meet up with the daily obligations. We cannot meet up with our weekly obligations, with our monthly obligations. So why are we celebrating? Why are we supposed to celebrate because recession is here? We are celebrating because we have been pushed to the wall. Because it is now time for everybody to think outside the box. This is something that we have not been able to do because what we were experiencing before is called economic boom. Everything is going on fine with every organization, with the nation, but now we have all been forced to think out of the box. Now the government is thinking of how to diversify from oil economy to a mining economy. Now the government is thinking of other means of generating income. Many organizations are also diversifying. Individuals are also diversifying. Things that we couldn't do when everything was going on fine. Now everybody is thinking outside the box. It is also important that we look at these benefits one after the other. As a matter of fact, many states in the nation of Nigeria have started thinking outside the box. A state like Anambra State now have what they call Anambra Rice. They now generate revenue internally. So many other states have also been following suit. Now, a whole lot of things are changing. Things that we couldn't do before. The unemployed graduates that couldn't secure a job when the economy was even okay now know that there is no other option than to go start a business. Everybody is now thinking outside the box. It is important for every one of us to know that there are benefits in recession. And each time I hear the word recession, what comes to my mind is the story of the old eagle. The old eagle has a time of recession, a time that the old eagle can no longer eat, and a time that the flight of that old eagle is actually disturbed. Now, what does the old eagle do? The old eagle will have to go to the top of the mountain, spend some weeks to break off those things that are actually hindering the old eagle from eating, and also to take off the old feathers that couldn't allow the old eagle to fly. And that is what recession is all about. Because after recession, there's definitely going to be a flight. But it is important for us to understand the opportunities and the benefits that are embedded in a situation called recession. Now, let us talk about the benefits. Let's highlight the benefits of recession, the things we stand to gain as individuals, as organizations, and also as a government from recession. Now, the first thing that we need to talk about is that recession forces us to control our spending. Now, everybody is finding every means to control his or her spending. The government is controlling spending, companies are controlling spending, individuals are controlling spending. Now, it is time for us to reduce the waste. Everybody is now cutting costs. Organizations can now focus on loopholes that have been used to perpetrate frauds. They can now focus on areas where waste have been occurring. Now, spending can now be controlled. That is one of the things that recession does. It's one of the virtues we draw from recession. With recession, we can now understand how to control our spending, which is very important for everyone, every company, and every government in the world that wants growth and development. Another advantage of recession is that recession makes opportunities more glaring. Now, eyes are now opened. Many people, many organizations can now see clearly the things that are working and the things that are no longer working. The industries that are thriving and industries that are not thriving. Now, the unemployed graduates that has the capacity for tailoring now understands that there is no job, there is no employment coming from any quarters. He or she now understands that he needs to leverage on that capacity of tailoring that he or she has. Now, opportunities are more glaring when recession is in place. That is one of the things that you also enjoy and one of the things that we also benefit from recession. Many organizations have now shifted from playing a single industry to playing in multiple industries. So many of them are just in one industry, playing very fine before this recession occurred. But as we speak, so many organizations have diversified. Why? Because recession forces people, forces organization to think out of the box. For instance, I was an executive director of a group of companies. When I joined the company a few years ago, the company was just a major player in the automotive industry. When the heat of the foreign exchange started in the country, the management decided to think outside the box. We decided to move the company from a company that sources for foreign exchange to a company that earns foreign exchange. And that was the reason why the group diversified into mining. And shortly before I resigned, the company was already enjoying the reward of diversifying into the mining sector. So, recession forces everyone to look outside the box, because you must just look outside the box. A whole lot of things are happening. So many people are making it in other industries, and the news are everywhere. We are seeing it in the news. You're checking the economic trend, and as such, you cannot but think outside the box. Another advantage that will stand to gain from recession is that recession, the period of recession, is that period when SMEs, startups, increase in a nation. So many individuals are now starting small-scale businesses. So many people are now moving from small scale to medium scale. So many organizations, large-scale organizations, they are now investing in medium scales and small scale businesses. And as we all know, that small scale and medium scale enterprises are such industries that can also help a nation to move out of recession. So the recession period, it's that period when that woman that used to be a regular housewife will start thinking of starting a food business. Why? Because recession is here. Everybody's thinking outside the box. Everybody wants to start one business or the other. I know a couple that both worked in the banking industry, but as we speak today, they are still working in the banking industry, but they own a mother care shop. It's so massive. They invested a lot in that. So aside from their regular income, they also have something coming in. Not just something, but something lucrative coming in from the mother care shop. So the recession period, one of the things we stand to gain from that period is that a whole lot of companies springs up. A whole lot of small scale and medium scale enterprises starts coming up during the recession, because so many people already understand that there are a whole lot of uncertainties, and as a matter of fact, there is a need for them to create sources of income, to create areas of income and multiple streams of income, so that they can meet up with their social and their immediate obligation. Another thing we stand to gain from a recession period is that the recession period is that time that the serious-minded citizens are usually being differentiated from the unserious ones, because the recession period is no show time for game of luck. There is no game of luck. For anyone that wants things to happen, you have to make things happen. The recession period is that period when mediocrity is actually differentiated from serious-minded people. The mediocres are differentiated from the serious-minded people. For instance, it was during the heat of recession that I resigned from an enviable position of the executive director of a group of company, and today I have not regretted that. So serious-minded people are usually being differentiated in that period of recession, because there is no game of luck. You must work hard and you must do everything possible to achieve the results that you want for your life or for your organization, or better still, for the nation. Lastly, another benefit of recession is that the aftermath of recession is usually better and greater. We have learned a whole lot of things during recession. We've learned cost control, we've learned savings, we've learned a whole lot of things. All those things are the knowledge that we are going to put in use for us to enjoy a brighter future after recession. These are the things that are going to empower our eagle to fly again. These are the things that are going to help us to have that bright future that we seek after recession. So it is important for us to know that there is an end to recession. Recession will definitely come to an end. So the aftermath is usually better and greater. So it is important for us to maximize the benefits and the advantages that are embedded in the recession, so that we will be empowered to take the flight that is required after the recession is over. In conclusion, I would like to say to everyone that the recession period is a compulsory learning and self-developing period, which everybody must take advantage of. And for us to take advantage of this period and the benefits of this recession period, we have to see the opportunities, we have to see the benefits, we have to see the advantages that are embedded in this recession period. So focus on the benefits, focus on the opportunities, focus on the advantages, and you will see yourself soaring very high like that old eagle that has just come back to life. Please note that you can reach me on 08060592826. I take that again, 08060592826. You can as well send us an email on life and business.
There are many who strive, but few endure. There are many who struggle, but few prevail. And of those who remain, there is only one who can truly be called a hero.